Good morning. How are you today? I am fabulous. Ready for my cup of joe? Are you? All right. Man, I hope you had a great day yesterday, and hope you are getting ready to have a great one today. It's almost the weekend, and I'm toying with the idea of going up to Madison, Wisconsin this weekend. Check out some local soccer. So anyway, this is a little different this morning. I guess it's more of a question and a conversation related to where some of us may be at today. So I have 2 job interviews today, and that's great. I'm looking forward to getting something and doing something again. I could be as lazy as anyone on earth, but I like to keep busy too. I'm not one of these cats that enjoys a tremendous amount of time off, because I learned, if you're idle, man, you got to do something. Kind of one of the reasons why I've been doing these. Gives me something to look forward to, something to do. Certainly the soccer podcast as well, which is a little more work because I have to do some editing and engineering of that, of those recordings as well. So it's fun. But I guess I want to ask you all that are in my age group who are still working. Man, these 2 interviews, I'm like, all right, if I get the job, great. If not, I don't know if that's a particularly good place to be in for job interviews. And I'm wondering if you all are feeling this. The last year and a half or so, it's been so crazy. Then you tack on all of the election insanity that went on, or even just the insanity in general the 4 years before, where you just saw a massive amount of vitriol and hatred, and you just get pounded with it every day. And I'm not saying it's not. People feel what they want to feel. I'm not judging how anybody feels, but still, it happened, right? And here I am getting ready for a couple of job interviews, and I'm like, all right. So it's like being 56 and still trying to figure out what you want to be when you grow up. That's not a healthy thing. Or is it? Right? I mean, I don't know. This is such a weird experience. And I feel like several people I know are sharing it in their own way. People who have who've lost their jobs, or have chosen to leave their jobs, who were like, all right, well, I have a mortgage, but it's an interesting, it's an interesting observation, watching people going through this and reassessing what's really important to them. Because jobs are just jobs. Now, you may love your job. You may have to be working someplace and hate it. But that's the world we live in. That you have to have some sort of income. Unless you were blessed with somebody, unless you inherited a lot of money. Like I know a couple people who do. And, that's great. I'm not saying I'm not judging. I'm not envious in any way, shape, or form. I'm not envious of people. It's one of those things that I've just never been. One thing I am blessed to, how am I going to say this? Blessed to not have is envy of others. Well, God bless. If you got something, and man, knock yourself out. But how do you restart at 56? I've tried to set up a couple things, and I've got a couple things set up if they just need that door to open, which I've actively attempted to open. And in my world, my faith means a lot to me. So I have to feel validated and have to feel like it's justified, if it's the correct thing to do. But I guess even if you don't, you still want to kind of feel the same way. And wanting to feel some sort of societal value. It's important to people, right? It's really important to feel like you're plugged in and belong on some level. And in a way I do, but then man, you wonder if you can do more. And that's where I'm at. You know, I'm like, okay, I could get these gigs. One of them is a $60 an hour job, and it's stuff that I know. It's stuff that I know that I can do. You know, I picked a very interesting skill set to stay in, and it's fun too. I mean, when I'm doing my job, and you all know, I do old school business programming. The thing that, you know, when I started in the 90s, they were like, well, this is going to be gone in a couple of years. Well, no, it's not. You knew full well it wasn't, because now these programs run businesses now. It's literally, they become the brains, because these things were they're so deeply entrenched in how these companies need to generate their revenue that, you know, ripping them out and starting over, it costs so much money to do, and they usually don't get it right. And they, you know, all the knowledge of the company is basically in these programs. But it's fun, and I like doing it. I really do. Like, especially when you get to like recode things, it's like you're building something, and it's a lot of fun. You know, but like any other job, there's things about it that you don't like either. I'm not a corporate monkey. I've never been. That's a square peg round hole for me. That's why I'm still in it, because I could do it from home. You know, that is why I'm still in this business. I would have gotten out 10 years ago. But when you can do it away from home, and you don't have to be in an environment of, you know, because the corporate environment, it can suck the soul out of you, man. Oh boy. And it did away from me. But, you know, then I started working from home, and you get a little older and a little more mature, and you learn how to deal with things. But are you dealing with this right now? Are you saying to yourself what really matters? You know, all right, you know, I've got to pay a mortgage, I've got to pay my bills, and, you know, and I'm going to get into that place too. I'm going to be like, okay, I got to do something. You know, I want to keep a roof over my head. And I'm not a materialistic person in any way, shape, or form, so that's a blessing. Ooh, man, oh man. People that are obsessed with stuff. I don't know how you get through the day sometimes. Not much. I shouldn't say it that way. I'm not judging if that's who you are and you really like stuff. Good for you, man. Buy stuff, and if that makes you happy. Stuff never made me happy. You know, knowing in my heart that I was in a good place and I was doing something right, and feel like I'm plugged in and doing the right thing in a community. That's what always mattered to me. That's the only thing that ever mattered to me. Literally. So anyway, that's it today. I'm just wondering if you are going through this, even if you have a job, even if it's something that you've been doing for a long time, or is this just more of an age thing? Do all people in mid-50s, when they get to that point, do they feel that way? Or has the last year and a half had a particular impact on us all? Because I hear a lot of people saying it. So who knows? Anyway, that's all I got today. There's nothing heavy. We've got enough heavy going on, and we got enough heavy coming up, man. So anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful day today. I love you. Please, man, feel, how do I say this? You want to feel like you're a part of something. Be a part of it then. Don't just hang on the sides of the rails like you're at that junior high school dance and you don't know who to dance with. Don't hang on the rails, man. Dance today. We'll see how these interviews go, and we'll take it from there. I'll let you know. I love you. You have a great day.